It's that time of the year again, ladies and gentlemen. The first day of school is right around the corner. It should be if you're watching this the day it comes out. And if not, well, let's still agree that school assemblies are some of the wildest and most unnecessary things ever created. But hey, they set up for great stories. And if you know anything about them like me, you're in for a treat. Because I remember a few years back, it was my first week of sophomore year. Every grade was required to have a beginning of the year assembly. And on the day of our grade, I was running late. You know, when am I not? Me and tardiness go hand in hand like two peas in a pod. And I believe that the first week of school is one of the few times that you actually want to arrive on time. And it's not to leave a first good impression. No, no, no. The first week of school is pretty much new school fashion week. Everyone has new fits that they want to show off, including me. Fresh jeans, a new shirt, and sneakers that still squeaked when I walked. I had the fit laid out on the bed the night before. If you know, you know. I'd even do a dramatic fit check in the mirror like if I was about to walk a runway. Hey, I wanted to impress my crush who didn't even know of my existence. But somehow, even with all of that preparation, I would still end up late. Like, how does that even happen? I swear, I could have woken up at 4 a.m., cooked breakfast, mowed the lawn, and somehow I'd still be late. Heavy sleeper problems. So I walk into school a full 15 minutes behind schedule, sweating, panicking, ready for detention already. But luckily, kids were still getting situated in the auditorium. They're all waiting for the assembly to start, and that's when the real chaos began. I sit down trying to play it cool, and that's when I noticed something. The seats. These weren't the same squeaky wooden chairs in the auditorium from last year. Nope, they've been upgraded to these shiny new plastic chairs. Now at first glance, you might think, wow, nice. But the second you sat in one, it felt like you were sitting on some dollar store plastic thing. They were just as uncomfy as the old wooden chairs. If anything, these were worse. Because since they were plasticky and glossy, if you had wrong posture, you would slide right out of them. And every 5 seconds, you would hear a kid get up a little. They were trying to get better grip on the chair. Man, the wooden ones were better. 5 minutes pass and the principal finally comes up to the mic. He clears his throat, and instead of him welcoming us back to school like a normal human being, the first thing he does is flex those damn chairs. Students, we're proud to announce the brand new seats. Yeah, we know. Please take care of them. They cost the school over $500,000. And when the principal shared the price tag, you could hear the whole auditorium just give a unified grunt. Like, there's no way those cost $500,000. My friend Jamal started heckling. Oh, hell nah. They should have given me that money. Yeah, he's right. $500,000. Kids were then knocking on their chairs and noticing how hollow they were. Man, y'all got scammed. And after that little intro, the principal then goes into the world's most boring speech. Shoot, I wish I could hear homie talk to me at night, because maybe that way I'd be able to sleep at a good time and feel the next morning way more rejuvenated. No phones in class, no food in the hallways, no running on the stairs. Listing basic rules like a freaking Minecraft tutorial. But my friends sitting next to me were not letting him get away with it, because they're heckling the entire time. Every sentence he said, they had an immediate reply. If you need to call your parents, please come to the office. Jamal won't be doing that. He has no dad. Hey! And I'm over here sinking in my $500,000 chair. I'm feeling the embarrassment and torture for sitting next to my friends. I know you guys got friends like that. So after the principal puts half the school to sleep, he then goes, but now we have a special guest to kick off the year. Immediately, the whole auditorium wakes up, because sometimes these assemblies can actually deliver. We have an A-list rapper in the house. And in the back of all of our heads, we're thinking, yo, this might be the highlight of our lives. Eminem? J. Cole? And listen to me, that was not a crazy thought. Because I kid you not, Kendrick Lamar once showed up to a neighboring high school. I wish I was making that up, but you gotta look it up. Just type in 2013 Kendrick Lamar Mount Pleasant High School in Providence. I think the school won an award or something, and Kendrick Lamar just popped up like if it was a casual Tuesday. So in our minds, we're thinking, yo, we might get Drake. This was a time when he was still respected and not being trolled.
Anita Max me.
And then the lights dim. There's a little feedback on the mic. And then, prepare yourselves. Out comes a local rapper that no one's ever heard of. Yo, what's up? My name is DJ Stay in School, and I'm here to motivate y'all today. Who? He was one of those positive school rappers that was doing a tour throughout our entire city. And don't get me wrong, I respect the hustle. But I think this was the last thing kids wanted at 8 in the morning. And if you really listen to homie's lyrics, lyrics, I feel his raps were more for elementary schools rather than high schoolers. A, B, C, y'all can be whatever you wanna be. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bro, is this Sesame Street live? No one was feeling it, except for my friend Isaiah. I guess he was moral support. Give me an A, B, B. Man, can we just skip to Z? And the poor guys tried to hype up the crowd saying things like, make some noise if you're ready for a great year. And the only noise he got back were the squeaks of the $500,000 chairs. You know, everyone's trying to readjust. And he does this for like half an hour. He gives it his all. Like he was sweating on the stage, but finally wraps it up. All right, y'all have a good night, get home safe, and feel free to add me on SoundCloud. SoundCloud? Peace! So after DJ Stay in School gave us his SoundCloud and dipped, everyone's thinking, wow, I want to go to class. And if you thought we were, well, nope. The principal comes back up and says, and now, to really inspire you all, we've brought in a motivational speaker. Now, usually when you hear that, you picture some chill guy with a slideshow. Maybe someone who started from nothing and now has everything and shares their struggles. Or something cheesy like stay in school or don't do drugs. Very valid messages, and we were gonna give homie a shot. But it turns out, the school booked somebody who normally speaks at prisons. Cause this man storms the stage like if he's about to announce a cage fight. You think life is a game? He talked to us as if we were criminals. Like homie's screaming at me as if I just robbed a bank. You wanna end up in a cell? Huh? You think you're cool? My friend Isaiah's borderline crying. And I have other friends who are so unserious. Cause freaking Josue over here is trying not to laugh. Choices have consequences. What's so funny, huh? Nothing. Come here. Oh, the whole auditorium was freaking out. Cause Josue is now standing in the front, right next to Mr. Anger Issues. All right, now do jumping jacks until I tell you to stop. What? Do it now. Okay, 1, 2. Is that even legal? Now we were a little scared. And homie then talks for a good 10 minutes. But everyone was distracted and staring at Josue for hitting his 500th jumping jack. Yo, I might straighten up my life after this. I swear, it felt less like motivation and more like sentencing. Cause by the time he finished, we weren't inspired, we were traumatized. Josue, you good? I've been straightened out, sir. So after Mr. Prison Break finishes traumatizing us, you would think the assembly is finally over. Or at least some of us kids other than Josue feel straightened out, right? Wrong. Cause the principal then comes back to the mic all serious. And now, let's all rise for the pledge. Everyone's hoping this is the last thing we can do. We all stand, but that's when this little hiccup happens. 2 kids in the back row start shoving each other. And at first, we all thought they were just play fighting. But then you hear a group of kids shouting, and then another. It's not like we just heard a reformed speech guy, because out of nowhere, a fight breaks out in the auditorium. Fists are flying. Half the school starts screaming and filming. Fight, fight, fight! And the other half is standing on their $500,000 chairs to get a better view. Everyone is sprinting down the aisles like it's the Olympics. And you just hear the prison guy. He starts yelling, "This is exactly what I'm talking about!" And Jamal is in the corner placing fake bets. I got $5 on the tall one. It's complete chaos. And you remember my boy Josue, right? You know, still recovering from the 500 jumping jacks? Well, he jumps up and yells out of nowhere, "Tag me in, coach!" And everyone loses it as he runs in between the group of kids. He then gets smacked, and that brings him back to normal after being brainwashed from those 500 jumping jacks. Oh, what happened? Finally, the principal is screaming through the mic, "Sit down! Sit down!" The prison guy is the one who ends up separating them. Damn, all this, and it's still only the first week of school. And that's how our big welcome back assembly ended. Not with motivation, not with inspiration, but with the WWE SmackDown in the back row. Did y'all not take anything from this assembly? Yeah, to not spend $500,000 on chairs. I'm retiring next year. Clink! Clink, clink, clink! Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what other story times you want to hear. Also, please get your merch too at horchatasoto.com. There's a huge sale going on the website right now, so please check it out. And make sure to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!